Welcome, beloved Sangha, to our Serkhangma Commentary series led by our Venerable Khenpo Tenzin. We'll begin today's session in our Yellow Garchin Buddhist Institute prayer book, page 4 and page 5, with opening prayers. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Tangwe doje jaje rezon ro jenja mata doje ponjong ba serje lombo da braji bogo jaje jerpo jadungo zanza Norjen Janjan de lo naro dai ma ba ma la ju je gambo pa pa ma ro ba je wan ro gong ba ka yu la ma nan je da jo je na 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 zara tam je do la ma la ba la ye Jesus lo zo yen de jam zo nga la wan de de don jen ro ba ge la zo da ge lo chu zon ro wa sin je la to zo je lam da ro wa sin je la to Lam Drova Zevarazunja Labdozo, Drova Ishizanja Varazunja Labdozo, Gange Denjan Revarjo, Gapa Memba Je, Memba, Jeba Memba Da Memba, Uma Memba Drova Memba Da De Domen Jime, Drevanya Je Demba, Zopazanje, Mananje, Damba de la Zanzar, Rinchen Zavala Maji Jaguzondo. Chalan da 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 ge julan pe da ge dum ba da sun je ja dong ja jin bon de bur sun je la do so. Grant your blessing so that my mind may be one with the Dharma. Grant your blessings so that the Dharma may progress along the path. Grant your blessing so that the path may clarify confusion. Grant your blessings so that I may transform confusion into wisdom. Many Tashdele Dharma brothers and sisters, we will continuously teach on Golden Temple Serkhangma Commentary. So today we are on the offering branch. So among offering branches, we discussed some part, and then today is the seven royal how to say seven royal attributes of attributes. 7 royal attributes. Yeah, so some we already talked about. So today is the third royal article. Is a precious elephant. Everybody knows elephant, yeah. Elephant is in the forest. But this elephant is special. But all elephants are wonderful. But the Chakravarti king's elephant symbolized the Buddha's limitless powers. He is brilliant, weight like a snow mountain, with 6 tusks, each vast in size, and he has the strength of 1,000 ordinary elephants. In a single day, he can go circle the earth 3 times. He knows the mind of his raider, and will automatically raider or reader, raider, yeah, raider, raider, and will automatically go wherever the rider wishes to go and do whatever the right. I said reader, right? Rider. This is always hard. When you see me, I laugh. That you should notice I made some mistakes. Okay. Wherever the rider wishes to go and to whatever the rider wants him to do, he is comfortable to ride on, and no matter how much time one spends on him, one's body will not tire or become sore. He acts in such a way as to pacify all difficulties or rebellions in the kingdom. Visualize innumerable offerings of elephants with these remarkable traits. There is a story about a man who trained elephant very well and offered it to a king. The king and his attendants rode the elephant, and the elephant also carried many of the king's things, just as the elephant can carry many things. Likewise, a bodhisattva can carry many responsibilities and liberate living beings from the ocean of suffering. The fourth royal attribute offered is the precious horse. The Chakravarti king's horse symbolizes the attainment of miraculous powers. This horse is iridescent blue, iridescent blue, like the colors around the neck of a peacock. The hairs on his body swirl in such a way as to form the auspicious signs. The horse can travel completely around the world in just 4 hours. So I say here 4 hours, but usually we have different names. That time we don't mention about hours, but it more makes sense. So it also has awareness of the desires of the rider. Visualize innumerable offerings of horse with these great qualities. There is a story about someone who trained a horse very well and offered it to a king. The king rode the horse and started traveling in the morning and went completely around the earth in one trip of 4 hours. When he got back to his kingdom, his subjects welcomed him. Similarly, sentient beings quickly attain enlightenment when they develop the qualities of bodhicitta. The fifth royal attributes that we offer is the precious minister. The Chakravarti king's minister accomplishes whatever is desired and symbolizes the inseparability of method and wisdom. With his great awareness, the minister accomplishes the needs of the kingdom without the king having to ask. He has the ability to see underground, so he can gather treasures and valuable resources such as minerals without disturbing the citizens. He knows how to administer the government and promote the general welfare in a way that is beneficial and does not harm to the populace. He is without guilt or deceit and always displays a feeling of love and protection towards all beings. Visualize numerous offerings of precious ministers having these great qualities. As the minister benefits all his people, he has great wisdom and fulfills all of these king's wishes. Similarly, when we offer these to the Buddhas, it means that we help all mother sentient beings to attain enlightenment. The sixth royal attributes that we offer is the precious queen. The Chakravarti king's queen symbolizes wisdom and perfect joy. She is of a good background or higher caste, and she is especially beautiful and pleasing to look upon. In fact, the mere sight of her brings about pleasure, and contact with her generates feelings of bliss and joy. Her body exudes wonderful fragrances like musk and exudes wonderful fragrances like musk, and from her mouth comes the scent of the uh, mm, upala flower. She is free of the five faults of ordinary women, such as thinking of other men, and stinginess, attachment to inappropriate things, liking inappropriate objects, and wishing to kill her husband. She possesses the great positive female traits: being agreeable, giving birth to many good children, being of the same higher clean, being diplomatic, not being jealous of other women, not grasping, not possessing wrong views, and not giving into the power of desire even in the absence of her husband. Any person who merely thinks of her welcome, free of any physical difficulties, such as hunger or thirst, as well as many mental disturbance or unhappiness. Visualize innumerable offerings of precious queens having these great qualities. The precious queen possesses all female qualities. When the king is cold, he can become warm by merely touching her. When the king is hot, he can become cool by merely touching her. She makes the king happy and accomplishes all of his wishes, and she never becomes tired and upset. When she experiences pleasure or enjoyment, she doesn't fixate on that. The seventh royal attribute that we offer is the precious military commander or general. The Chakravarti king's general symbolizes victory over the Maras and afflictive mental states. He is someone with great strength and valor, and he is said to be like a Vajra in his fortitude, power, and vulnerability. He wears impenetrable armor, and his weapons are of the most powerful tip imaginable. He wields these weapons in a way that overcomes any enemies that could arise from any direction, but does not cause harm to living beings. Any enemies or rebels surrender to his control and no longer cause trouble or bring difficulties to others. He has the knowledge of the three ways of engaging in martial activities. Visualize innumerable offerings of precious generals with these great qualities. So perhaps you think why we are offering these things, but in this world, whatever good things exist, we should offer. So, offer leads devotion and faith. And then we can generosity leads. The practice of generosity leads compassion. So these two things are a very important thing for our practitioners. Among the 22 visualizations, today in the 17th visualization, again, so you visualize yourself as your Yidam deity, as well as Tara or Amitabha Buddha or longevity or medicine Buddha or green Tara or red Tara, which empowerment you already have, and which one you are already familiar, and then you visualize it instantaneously. So perhaps you think, oh, there are lots of different things I have to offer. It's almost quite difficult to offer these things because we are not familiar with this. But if you visualize yourself as Yidam deity in 1 minute, even during this teaching, then it will greatly benefit. Then you will not waste your precious time. And then through this teaching, you can reflect on these offerings and you offer them. So from your heart, chakra radiate rays of light in all directions, providing all the Buddha fields. This set of offerings consists of the 7 subsidiary precious possessions that manifest from the great merit of our universal Emperor Chakravarti King. The first of these is the precious sword. It has very great powers and can overcome enemies in all directions. Wielding this sword terrifies enemies so much that they abandon their rebellions and nefarious plans and flee for their lives. However, the sword does not actually harm any living being. The second subsidiary precious possession is the Naga skin cup. Cup or copy? Cup. One who wears this cup needs no longer fear any storms, wind, or fire, and one is protected from all manner of danger from the elements. It's like a raincoat. When you wear raincoat, and you should visualize you are wearing the Naga skin cup, and you offer them to the Yidam deities. The third subsidiary precious possession is the precious garden, within which one experiences only happiness and delight in the mind. The fourth subsidiary precious possession is the precious clothing. It is commodious and soft, and it satisfies a very sort of sartorial need. Sartorial? Sartorial. Sartorial need. In contact with the skin, it is very pleasant, and it protects from sufferings such as cold, heat, and fatigue. The fifth, the subsidiary precious possession offered is the precious boots. When one wears them, one can go wherever one likes without any hindrance of fatigue. Should one wish to cross a body of water, one can do so without falling in. Sixth is the precious house. One can enjoy the beautiful sight of the stars, constellations, and other heavenly bodies to one's heart's delight without having to go outside. The seventh is the precious blanket. The mind of one covered with his blanket will rest in such a way that no afflicting thoughts or negative dreams will arise. These seven subsidiary precious possessions are offered so that they fill the sky and all the space between the earth and the sky. They fill the expanse of space from now on and will continue as long as the universe continues to exist. Their function is to please the Aryas, and their innate nature is the perfect wisdom of the Buddhas. By merely perceiving them or looking upon them, countless living beings can become fully spiritually matured. Make these offerings by meditating in this way. So, these seven attributes, these are actually when we practice perfectly, correctly on generation stage, and then the generation stage also has different layers. If we reach some kind of higher levels, at that time we will get these cities, and when we get these cities, we can utilize them. So at that time, then we can experience. So, however, right now we have to offer them. So we should visualize, for a little while. Okay. Then in the 18th visualization, again visualize yourself as your Yadam deity. From your heart chakra radiate rays of light in all directions, providing all the pure lines of the Buddhas. The light rays transform into the 8 auspicious substances and the 8 auspicious symbols. These 8 offerings were once presented to the Buddha Shakyamuni, and he accepted and blessed them. So the tradition for them to be used as auspicious offerings has been followed ever since that time. Each one remains associated with those who first offered the substance to Lord Buddha. Visualize that each of these 8 substances is offered in great quantities. First is a great store of mustard seeds. Mustard seeds, as was once offered by Vajrapani. Buddha understood that mustard seeds were necessary for the eradication of negative spirits and demons. Thus he blessed them as an auspicious substance. As a result, the Lama scatters mustard seeds at the beginning of pujas as an antidote to the obstructors. Second is heaps of apples, as were offered by the four-headed god Brahma, four-headed god Brahman. Holding this fruit in his hands, the Buddha understood that all phenomena arose from specific cause and conditions. Thus he blessed it as an auspicious substance. Third is the conch shell that sparrows to the rat, as was offered by Indra, lord of the gods. Upon receiving the conch shell, the Buddha understood all dharmas without exception. Thus, it symbolizes the perfect speech of a Buddha. Fourth is a mirror in which one can see the different forms of things, as was offered by the goddess Uchangma, the goddess of green light. The mirror symbolizes the Buddha's understanding of the two truths, the relative and the absolute. Fifth is givang or bile, a medicinal substance made from gallstones of ox, yak or elephant, as was offered by the elephant named Norchong. The Buddha blessed the elephant bile medicine as an auspicious substance that removes all sickness and disease. Sixth is the yogurt from the milk of 1,000 cows, as was offered by the dairy maid Likjima. The milk of 1,000 cows was fed to a smaller number of cows, whose milk was fed to a still smaller number until the resulting milk was fed to a single cow, whose milk was used to make this yogurt, understanding that it represented the essence of all substance. The Buddha blessed it as an auspicious substance and then ate it. Seventh is cinnabar, as was offered by the Brahmin Karjal. The Buddha realized that this red-orange pigment signified having control over phenomena, and he blessed it as an auspicious substance. Earth is Dhruva grass, a special grass that is extremely soft, as was offered by the merchant Tashi, realizing that this grass symbolized the increasing of life. The Buddha blessed it as an auspicious substance. So these offerings offered by them to the Buddha, and then as well this milk, yogurt, this part, then Buddha started to eat them, and then Buddha ate them, and then some of his disciples upset because Buddha did not eat for a long time. But then Buddha understood that what time is okay to eat for the benefit of mother thinking beings. What time not to eat, Buddha clearly understood, but his disciples did not understood that. So they thought Buddha, they devoted to Buddha because Buddha did not eat food. He undertaking hardship Buddha practiced. So then they thought Buddha is the perfect. And then Buddha started to eat them. Then they decreased they lost their devotion. So kind of this way, sometimes we when we follow the three jewels, especially gurus, at that time we should understand. And we engage, we apply our paramodal wisdom, then we will not engage non-virtues. The sixth offering is the eight auspicious symbols. The first one is the endless note, which is offered by the white wisdom goddess known as Panchema lotus holder. The endless note symbolizes the non-duality of profound clarity and emptiness. Second, I think if you don't remember other part, this part is, if you keep in mind, it's helpful because you can see often, and then if you understand the meaning and symbols, the meaning of them, then it's much easy to offer them to the Buddhas because you see the values. So the second, the eight-spoked wheel is offered by the white wisdom goddess known as Jakjima, the tarifair. The wheel symbolizes attainment of the major and minor marks of Buddha. Third is the eight-petaled lotus. It is offered by the golden wisdom goddess known as Ujima, Ujima, the illuminator. The lotus symbolizes the attainment of purity, free from all the defilements of samsara. Fourth, the victory banner is offered by the blue wisdom goddess known as Namjalma, the victorious one. The victory banner symbolizes victory in all directions. Fifth, the white umbrella is offered by the literate wisdom goddess known as Gigdima, the radiant one. The umbrella symbolizes protection from the heat of the afflicting mental states. Sixth, the vase filled with the amrita or precious elixir is offered by the dark red wisdom goddess known as Serkhangma, the fabulous white one. The vast symbolize the inexhaustible treasure of Dharma. Seventh, the conch shell that spirals to the right is offered by the green wisdom goddess known as Termingma, the stainless one. Timima, the stainless one. The conch shell symbolizes the speech of the Buddha. Eighth, the pair of golden fish is offered by the green wisdom goddess known as Yongma, the trustworthy one. The fish symbolize the removal of the darkness of ignorance. All of these auspicious symbols are radiant with the light and are arranged in a most beautiful manner. They are offered in quantities that are extensive as the ocean, filling the sky above, the world below, and the space between. They are offered continually until the end of samsara. Their function is to please all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Their nature is that of the perfect wisdom of the Buddhas. By merely seeing these things, sentient beings are completely freed from the three types of obscurations, and their mental continuum are freed to achieve complete maturity. Make these offerings by meditating in this way. The 8 auspicious symbols are found on Buddha's body. These are also very important if you keep in your mind. So how these 8 auspicious, how do we find these 8 auspicious symbols are on Buddha's body? The auspicious endless knot is found in Buddha's mind. Then you clear, right? The endless knot is representative of Buddha's mind. Then the Buddha's mind has 2 kind of omniscience and 2 kind of bodhicitta, 2 kind of the compassion. So all the endless knot represent of all of them. Then through the union of omniscience wisdom and bodhicitta, Buddha realized the union of emptiness and interdependence. Through his union of method and wisdom, Buddha benefits others to realize the union of samsara and nirvana. The eight-spoked wheel is found on Buddha's feet. The spokes cut others' thoughts and defile minds, and the wheel leads all beings to the path of liberation. So Buddha's each and every steps are for the sake of others. The auspicious lotus is found on Buddha's tongue because the Buddha does not tell any lies or speak any harsh words or any other negative words. The Buddha always gives teachings of Dharma skillfully and clearly, so listeners realize the truth of karma and the truth of ultimate nature. The auspicious victory. Actually, if Buddha does not introduce our ultimate nature, then we cannot understand ultimate nature. If we cannot understand ultimate nature, then we cannot liberate from samsara. If we remain in samsara, then it is like a center of fire. So lots of sufferings. Then the auspicious victory banner is found on Buddha's body, which is established through bodhicitta and wisdom. Because of this, Buddhas conquered the Maras. Their meditation posture is brilliantly stable and peacefully at ease. See, if we understand the meaning of these symbolisms, 7 and 8 auspicious these are meaningful because they are fundamentally comes from Buddha's body, speech, and mind. Especially these are Buddha's qualities of Buddha's mind. So if we understand them, then we offer 7 and 8 auspicious things. It has great merit because we offer them exactly what they actually it's I think not okay to say what they need, but exactly what they have. So we offer what they have. Then this is very, for example, if you give me kind of this Dharma robes right now, then this is a very, I can wear it. And then same like we offer this 7 and 8 auspicious things offered to the Buddhas, and then Buddhas already have them on their body, speech, and mind. That makes a greatly merit because this is a very suitable offerings. Perhaps you think, oh, Buddha already have, why do we offer extra things? Why do we offer extra things? But this meaning is we offer these offered things are already Buddha have. First we understand, and then we offer them slowly. This Buddha and these offering things and our mind are same. We will understand that. So then often we say non-duality. So how we suddenly we cannot understand non-duality. But of course, someone who have the kind of higher capacity, so it's instantaneously well understand. But instantaneously understanding is not uh, uh, permanent. It is quickly understand but quickly disappear. So that's where we have to offering these things day by day, and offering, and then slowly our mind become familiar, and then slowly our realizations will increase, and then uh, finally when we understand that Buddha's mind and our mind and these offerings things are same, no separate, no different, they are same. When we realize it, then that is like a very strong nail, then it always hold, we can remain there for longer. So that's where we meditate, we have to practice again, meditate again, recite again. So it emphasizes, and we try to become familiar. So these are very important. The auspicious Victoria banner is found on the Buddha's body, which is established through bodhicitta and wisdom. Because of these, Buddhas conquered the Maras. Their meditation posture is brilliantly stable and peacefully at ease. Brilliantly stable, so we need it. If we meditate shamatha, brilliantly stable, and we meditate non-duality, brilliantly stable, then we can peacefully at ease on there. The auspicious parasol is found on Buddha's head. Buddhas have these because their merit is as vast in infinite as space, so they can benefit beings infinitely. The auspicious vase is found on Buddha's neck. It shows that the Buddhas are filled with the merit and realizations which flows out of them to benefit beings. The auspicious red coiling conch is found on Buddha's teeth, so that the sound of the Dharma thunders in the 10 directions. The auspicious pair of, so Buddha's Dharma thunders in the 10 directions. Perhaps at that moment someone said, oh, today's Buddha teach Four Noble Truth. In the future it will thunders, it will thunder in the 10 directions. Maybe some cannot believe at that time. But see now how Buddha Dharma flourish around the world. How much benefit it. Because Buddha Dharma, I think Buddha Dharma will not able to disappear in this world. Because all mothers and human beings have a Buddha nature. Actually, if we don't call it Buddha nature, it's okay. If we should have to change this name because of some situations, my personal, I think it's okay. But that nature we call Buddha or entities or whatever we named on there, however, that nature is peaceful, blissful, and intrinsic awareness, primordially clarity. So this is it. No one can change it. Even oneself cannot change it. Even our ignorance. Ignorance is a very thick and strong kind of the cover, but it cannot cover the nature of the Buddha or nature of our mind. So that's where then Buddha Dharma means introduce. It's possible sometimes no one introduce that. It's very possible. Even Buddha already mentioned in some unfortunate eon at that time Buddha does not come, and their Sangha will not come. If there is no Sangha, then no one introduce it. So they cannot understand for quite long. So this is a very possible. But this nature of mind is inherently peaceful and clarity and blissful and joyful. So it sooner or later it will experience. The auspicious pair of golden fish is found on Buddha's eyes, and they accomplish their wisdom eyes by generating their twofold knowledge. So Buddhas radiate these twofold knowledge, and it opens our eyes to the Dharmakaya. Offering the 8 auspicious symbols purifies the 8 consciousness, and it accomplishes the 5 wisdoms. So here, there are, among Dharma brothers and sisters, there are different layers of capacity of listeners. For example, when I mentioned here, you should offering them. So you should reflect, you should listen what I say or not. Perhaps you don't want to listen exactly what I said. You reflect by yourself, you should listen or not. One thing is you visualize, you understand, even you meditate on non-duality for a little while, that means you offer all of them. And then someone, you think, oh, it's better to listen and do it exactly, and that means you are clear by yourself. That's why you listen and you do it. So of course, if your mind is distracted by different thoughts, then don't you apply your mindfulness, attentiveness. They are the best friend during the our practice. So offering the 8 auspicious symbols purifies the 8 consciousness, and it accomplishes the 5 wisdoms. The auspicious white goddesses of the umbrella removes the obstacles related to the deterioration of the environment. The goddess of the pair of golden fish gives the benefit of clear eyes, increased wisdom, and good health. So there is why do we mention about goddess? Because this 7 branch is tantric teaching or Vajrayana teaching. So the goddesses are represent of wisdom. So that's where we wisdom and bliss. So that's where we have to offering them through by them, and we should experience bliss. We offer through wisdom, and we should experience bliss through this practice. The goddess of The wise goddess increases wealth and helps perceive the transmission of the Dharma. The goddess of the lotus helps tongue so that you have enhanced power of speech. The goddess of form, the power of speech, this is also very much related merit. For example, one words speak by two people. One word. But one person use that word, and it make more benefit others to the listeners. Another person says same word, but it less benefit. So why? Because it merit of these speakers. So merit comes from purifying non-virtues and accumulate the practice these different visualizations and meditations and so forth. The goddess of a form, but sometimes you don't think, since I don't have much merit, so if I say I teach or I say good things, it does not benefit others. It's possible sometimes you will think, but don't think that like that. If you think it, and you should change your mind, because I just make only example only two people, but there are 5 fingers. There is a saying Tibetan, under the Vajradhara, above each and everyone there is one by one. So definitely underneath you have many kind of below you have many people. So no way to upside or something. So if you know only single word, which is bodhicitta, you communicate, you use that language. Bodhicitta is best language. Because use bodhicitta, and you can communicate all animals. So sometimes you, perhaps if I recite mantras and utilize bodhicitta word, maybe animals don't understand. Maybe you think like that, but then you reflect. For example, Tibet, the yaks, we say olo. Olo means we call them olo. They go up. Olo, yeah, olo. I think it's funny. Suddenly forget molo, probably molo. Then they goes down. So they understand. For example, there is a dog. Then we call oyo. Then they comes. Really, we say sir. Say sir. They go away. That means go away. So they goes. If they understand ordinary language, definitely they will understand Dharma language. So we should recite a mantra. You recite when you see some bird, for example, in different forest or somewhere. You recite mantra. Sometimes you use common sense. Sometimes you loudly recite mantra. Probably they are scared, right? And then they run away. So it's softly, gently, and depending circumstance. Sometimes you mental recitation. So if we do that, then they are lead, or they help us to progress our bodhicitta compassion. So whether we are great practitioner or higher practitioner or lower practitioner or older or young, there is no excuse. Without compassion and bodhicitta, then this is a really very, how to say, poor, or very, it's not okay. However, it's not okay. We, of course, we are practitioners, then we need compassion and bodhicitta. Whether we are not great practitioners, but we practice bodhicitta and compassion as much as possible, day by day. We should love compassion. We should love our bodhicitta. If we have to love them, we have to understand their qualities a little bit. That's where we are going to a little bit pay attention to learn about bodhicitta and compassion. Best thing is experientially learning them. It will greatly benefit. So, the true compassion, the bodhicitta, makes happy, makes benefit, makes help. So everything comes from them. So it's very important. And then where are we? The goddess of form provides beauty and purifies obstacles. The goddess of the red coiled conch helps protect your teeth. Teeth is very important. So we have 2 times. What is called brush? Brush 2 times. Actually, I am very lazy. I have big mistake that evening I cannot brush. I have few habit, but then my friends often get me advice. You do 2 times, and then I listened. So, however, the teeth are very important. If we need it, we below more red coiled conch. That means in the future we it will honestly it we offer conch coil, means we below them. This is the best way. When we below them, we through these visualizations or with bodhicitta. Also increase your fame and protects you from pandemics. The goddess of the endless knot helps you accomplish all your wishes and to increase your wisdom of dharma and mundane activities. So there are many notes. Notes means 2 things combined together. That means mundane activities are not bad always. So sometimes mundane activity, we are in the samsara, so we cannot give up completely mundane activities. So action will engage with them, but mindly don't desire strongly with them. Otherwise, it's quite engaged at worldly activities, So if they are come, it's a Gampo said, spontaneously coming something, they are siddhi, so you accept them. But you don't make effort too much with lots of suffering. So, however, mundane activities, there are some good things, and then dharma activities that combine. Through this way we can benefit others. So that's where the goddess of the endless knot helps you accomplish all your wishes and increase your wisdom of dharma and mundane activities. The goddess of the victory banner helps to make you stronger makes you victorious in all situations and increase your fortune and merit. Yeah, these are very important. Strong means not strong to fight people, but strong means when you have challenge, especially kind of these different afflictive emotions. So then you should be strong. Should be strong means I don't mean you don't apply any method to remove them. You should apply the method to remove them, but don't think that they are serious problem suffering. The goddess of the eight-spoked wheel helps to give you victory in all situations and helps you attain the wheels on your hands and feet when you attain Buddhahood. She helps you conquer maras and obstacles. If you keep these eight auspicious symbols in your home, they will always bring you auspicious circumstance. Okay, so now we will visualize. The best thing is you you offer them through the non-duality. Second, you come to the you go exactly what I mentioned through this way, and then if you can do both, you review, reflect what I mentioned. Then you will have knowledge about auspicious, at auspicious. You will have understand them, and then whenever you see, I think you are happy. If we know, for example, we don't touch fire because we know fire burns if we touch it. Similarly, if we know something, then it make more benefit. Even the languages, if we don't know languages, we don't know which language, we have that problem. We know which language, it has a benefit. So let us visualize for a little while. Okay. The 19th visualization is the 8 common siddhis or spiritual attainments Again, visualize yourself as your Yidam deity. From your heart chakra radiate rays of light in all directions, filling all the Buddha fields. The light rays transform into the substance of the 8 common cities. These 8 auspicious common cities are accomplished when we practice the generation stage well. The substances are the substance of mantra. There are 3 kinds of mantras: secret mantra, awareness mantra, and dharani mantra. Secret mantras protects from the suffering of samsara through view, meditation, and conduct. Dharani mantra are recited for protecting the lives of others. The Ushinisha and Chinese Dharani mantras are examples. Awareness mantras are held by sages who have accomplished samadhi, and they protect others from obstacles. The first siddhi is wealth, represented by a treasure vase for keeping siddhis. If a place, such as a village, is having some difficulties burying the vase in the ground, they will bring benefits. The second siddhi is Svefet feet. Sweet. SWIFT. Yes. Swift feet. Yeah, feet. Feet represented by shoes. These are very much related in our daily life's career, right? Usually we mention Dharma, Pure Land, we think it's imaginary things. It's a very, we are so far from them, it seems. But shoes, always we are with shoes. So we'll see what kind of shoes. Wherever you, sorry. Shoes. With these shoes, the yogi can travel great distance in the blink of an eye. Without any obscuration, one can walk on the clouds. The third siddhi is penetrating vision, represented by eye self. When the ointment is applied to one's eyes, one has a vision that can penetrate through any substance. One is able to see beneath the ground and located whatever valuable things might be down there, such as minerals or treasure. The fourth siddhi is invisibility. Invisibility represented by a magic pill. When one swallows this pill, one becomes invisible and can go anywhere without being seen. The fifth siddhi is flying, represented by enchanted wisdom. Enchanted, right? So these siddhis are when we have higher realization of the what is called generation stage, then we will accomplish them. So we often emphasize on bodhicitta and compassion. Some have little power about this without compassion, without bodhicitta, and then they utilize it. Utilize for show their power and try to conquer others. This is a very big mistake, And then through this way, it harms to others, and then the karma comes back on one's life. So we are become familiar on bodhicitta, and then we have great powers. We utilize them. It greatly benefit for others, and how much we can benefit others, how much we benefit others, and then this result back. Result back means then your realization and powers were increased, developed, like a vaccine moon. So view is very important. Lord Jigten Sungkul said, the excellent view is related, completely related, realization. So we need a realization. We need a realization of selflessness. We need a realization of emptiness. We need a realization of non-duality. So then these things will greatly benefit us. Then the fifth siddhi is flying, represented by an enchanted sword. This sword allows one to travel effortlessly in whatever direction one points it. If pointed upward, one will fly through the air and go to a celestial palace. The sixth siddhi is transformation, represented by a philosopher's stone. By rubbing the stone against some other material, it will change any base material into pure gold. The seventh siddhi is rejuvenation, represented by a medicinal pill. Those who take this pill no longer need to fear hunger, thirst, or aging. It is a rejuvenating pill in elixir that changes age into youth. The eighth siddhi is a penetration of matter, represented by a pill. The use of this substance allows one to pass through any material obstacles instantly. With its power, one can go down into the earth and walk around without hindrance by any solid object. All of these substances are offered in such a way that they extend from the earth below to the sky above, filling all the space between. They continue ceaselessly until samsara is entirely emptied. The effect of these offerings is to please all the Buddhas, and their nature is that of perfect wisdom. By merely seeing any of them, any living being would have his mental continuum repent so that he attains enlightenment. Make each of these offerings by meditating in this way. As the root text says, the seven precious royal attributes, like the wheel, the seven subsidiary ones, like the mention, the auspicious substances, the substance of tenses of the cities, and so on, have arising from the two accumulations. Please accept these offerings. Okay. Okay, so the 20th visualization is, as the root text says, furthermore, I behold in my mind and offer to the protector all offerings throughout the limitless pure lines of the victorious ones that belong to in honor and do not belong to in honor, and all that is worthy to be offered. Uh, okay, so we will. Okay. Um, we offer all the most excellent, beautiful, and wondrous things that the universe has to offer. The best of everything. These offerings are made in the same manner as explained previously. First, we offer all the most excellent articles that are possessed by others, the most beautiful, opulent, precious dwellings or house to be found in all directions throughout all of the realms of the universe. the most beautiful gardens found within all the worlds of the universe. In brief, whatever is the most valued among all possessions of a divine and human being. The superlative offerings continue looking at all the flowers throughout all the different worlds of the universe. We find the best among all are the Mandarava flowers. Of all the lotuses and aquatic plants, the best is the Upala flower and so forth. Among the medicinal substance, the gold stone of the elephant or the arura fruits like the jambu, and mango, or rose apple, or banana that possess the finest shape, color, and flavor of 30 tip of their tip. All of these are offered. The most beautiful trees, such as the Persian walnut tree, with the most beautiful form and blossoms, possessing the finest attributes among the leaves, fruits, and so forth, all the best are offered. The purest of water, the most beautiful of ponds and streams, possessing purity, clarity, and coolness, all the attributes of pure and beautiful bodies of water, the various types of valuable ore and minerals like gold, silver, and so forth, are all offered. Beautiful solitary places with the most excellent attributes and with no harmful people or harmful animals, these are all offered. Special vegetation such as the sandalwood tree, marrowblan tree, saffron plants, medicinal plants such as actually the and that have the ability to cure disease and the illness of the three poisons. They are offered. Various precious stones such as sapphire, rubies, diamonds, and so forth. The most excellent of these is offered. The most excellent of incense plants are offered, as well as the best of clothing, jewelry, ornaments, and food. Even the wish fulfilling tree itself is offered. It is able to give forth whatever is wished for. It has roots of gold, a trunk of silver, branches of bandria, leaves of crystal, flowers of ruby, and fruits of diamond. Wherever trees like these are found, they are offered. Whatever water that is completely pure without any pollution in its various forms of ocean, lakes, streams, or puddles, which flow in such a way as to give off or exude beautiful sounds. These are offered. Crops that arise on their own accord with no need to work to produce, that arise naturally, especially streams and rivers of divine arise with special qualities, all of these in their excellent, unexcellent shapes and forms and substance that appear in the most excellent quality. All are to be offered. A question may arise about who possesses these things and who has the right to offer them. Up to this point, the practice has been to offer objects as if one possessed them oneself, but sometimes the question arises whether it is meritorious to offer something that one does not personally own. It is clear that one can offer things that one has some right of ownership over. But here we are offering forests and minerals, things that we don't actually have. So it might seem possible that there is no merit in offering that which we do not own. Or perhaps one could even be losing merit if one were somehow misappropriating these things. Lord Jigten Sunggun answered this by saying that if you looked out into this whole broad world and uh, tried to find something that you actually owned, you would have a hard time. For instance, we speak of offering our land or trees, but the trees already have owners, like the birds who live in them. These are their homes. How can we offer them? The uh, birds make this very clear. If one approaches too closely, they squeak at the uh, intruder. If another bird comes, they mark their territory by their calls. The same is true with the animals of the jungle. They are ready to define their territory without tooth and claw. Likewise, with water, it belongs to the fish that inhabit it. One can travel far and wide to the mountains and valleys, and one will find that every bit of this world is owned by someone else. No matter uh, what ownership one thinks one may have, there will always be others with in equal calm. If we thought only in those terms, we would be unable to make any offering. Okay, probably we stop here. It's better, yeah. And we will recite the root text.
I gaze upon the Supreme Self-Arisen Lama, seated on the immutable, spontaneously established throne, here in the mandala of primordially pure mind as it is, in the supreme palace of all victorious ones of the three times. I gaze upon the Supreme Lama, who is meaningful to behold. The instant I behold that great bliss of Dharmadhatu, I cross the vast ocean of samsara and arrive at the blissful pure ground. With the eye of wisdom, I gaze unwaveringly upon the Lama, the victorious hero in the battle. Just by remembering that refuge, all afflicting emotions, thoughts, and the hordes of maras are defeated. In your body, the victorious ones of the three times of all 10 directions appear together with their offspring. With joy, I gaze upon your body adorned with all the major and minor marks, seated on the throne of fearlessness, lotus, sun, and moon. 3 kayas, nature of the mind, Vajradhara, you are inseparable from great bliss. Bowing down to you with innumerable bodies like cloud banks, yearning with a full voice, I prostrate and go for refuge. Your body, the nature of precious bodhicitta, is inseparable from all the victorious ones of the three times. Thus, all Buddha fields are permeated by your body, and within your body, all Buddha fields appear. I bow down to the glorious one. With your flawless, melodious speech, like an ocean of ambrosia, you show all phenomena to be unborn, thereby defeating the Mount Meru of views. I prostrate to your unhindered Vajra speech. In the mandala of immutable mind beyond thought, you never move from the equanimity state of Dharmadhatu, yet you hold the wisdom power of knowing the three times. I prostrate to the spontaneously established non-duality. Even if expressed during all oceans of kalpas, by all the victorious ones without exception, the qualities of your body, speech, and mind would not be completed. I prostrate to you who possesses limitless qualities. Until the ocean of samsara is exhausted, you perform the supreme activities that ripen all sentient beings. I prostrate to you, the Lama, who is the manifold, effortlessly arising, unceasing, supreme refuge. Oceans of emanated offerings to you delight the victorious ones and ripen all sentient beings. Having completely filled the Dharmadhatu, I make this unsurpassed offering unceasingly. From the heart palace of the Great Being radiates the light of immeasurable bodhicitta. Thus, in all the pure lands of the 10 directions, innumerable beautiful offering goddesses manifest, holding water, flowers, incense, lamps, supreme scents, and food. From the cloud banks of offerings, rain falls, delighting the victorious ones of the three times. Thereby filling the spheres of realms, I make offerings to the victorious ones of the three times. Light radiates once more from the body of the victorious one, manifesting parasols, victory banners, draped banners, canopies, musical instruments, garments, precious jewels, medicine, and grains. I offer ocean-like cloud banks of these manifold offerings. The 7 precious royal attributes like the wheel, the 7 subsidiary ones like the mansion, the auspicious substances, the substances of the siddhis, and so on have arisen from the 2 accumulations. Please accept these offerings. Furthermore, I behold in my mind and offer to the Protector all offerings throughout the limitless pure lands of the victorious ones that belong to an owner and do not belong to an owner, and all that is worthy to be offered. I offer all pure lands of the victorious ones of the 3 times, which are the very pure mandalas of the 3 kayas, completely filled with flawless prosperity. Please accept these offerings, you, the Lord of Compassion. To you, Protector, I offer my body, speech, and mind, all wealth equal to space without exception, and all the virtues accumulated in the 3 times. Out of compassion, please accept these for the benefit of all sentient beings. By seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and recollecting the Vajra goddesses of form, sound, odor, taste, and tangible objects, the 3 obscurations are purified. I offer the goddess of appealing objects to you. Please accept them, immaculate, victorious Lord. The Vajra goddess of body, nature of form, is the supreme goddess of fully purified ignorance. I merge her with the eyes of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of mind, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified hatred. I merge her with the ears of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of qualities, nature of odor, is the supreme goddess of fully purified arrogance. I merge her with the nose of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of speech, nature of taste, is the supreme goddess of fully purified desire. I merge her with the tongue of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of activity, nature of tangible objects, is the supreme goddess of fully purified jealousy. I merge her with the body of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of primordial emptiness of all phenomena, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified mind as it is. I merge her with the mind of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. I offer means and wisdom inseparable, the Supreme Victorious One, the 5 families with consorts, the assembly of Viras and Dakinis, and the Buddhas filling the limitless sky. Please accept this great bliss. From the equality of all phenomena, the ocean-like samadhi, oceans of unwavering manifestations arise and guide all beings. Please accept the assemblies of the victorious offspring, the bodhisattvas who rule all Buddha fields. The ones of great fierceness, wrathful out of immeasurable compassion, show grinding teeth and fierce faces on their posing bodies. Please accept these wrathful, victorious ones of primordial wisdom, who defeat the hordes of Maras by the roar of Hum and Pet. All manifold clouds of outer, inner, and secret offerings are offered in this vast mandala of Samantabhadra's mind, within the mode of abiding, of unchanging non-duality. The unsurpassed offering of suchness is offered. All phenomena are primally and completely pure mind as it is. Within that, whatever confusion, dualistic appearance of oneself and others, distinction of good and bad, hatred and attachment there might be, each and everything I confess, may it be purified within that state. With a happy mind, I rejoice in all virtues of all the victorious ones of the three times, of the assemblies of the superior ones, of the unceasing wheel of the two accumulations, and of sentient beings. I beseech you, protectors in the worlds of the 10 directions, by completely turning the wheel of stainless Dharma with the sound of the ocean-like branches of melodious speech, please ripen all sentient beings without exception. I beseech you, protectors who abide throughout all realms, please do not pass into nirvana until the exhaustion of the dhatu of space. Rather, fulfill your commitments by abiding permanently. May all sentient beings be established in the unsurpassed supreme state by this virtue, by the virtues accumulated in the 3 times throughout all samsara and nirvana, and by the undefiled innate virtue. By the light rays of immeasurable great compassion from the palace of body, speech, and mind of the victorious one, please purify my body, speech, and mind, and thus transform it into your body, speech, and mind. Protector, as you made offerings and delighted the sublime Lama, likewise may I always offer ocean-like clouds of offerings and delight you. May I follow in your footsteps. May I perform limitless activities that do not even waver a hair's tip with respect to the liberation of your body, speech, and mind. May I be renowned in the 3 worlds. Thus may anybody just by hearing my name or remembering me be completely liberated from the tormenting suffering and attain the state of great bliss of the victorious ones. May I turn into any form equal to the expanse of sentient beings, taming them according to their needs. Thereupon may they take refuge joyfully, be established in the unsurpassed supreme awakening. Those ones who are oppressed with shrouds of ignorance, who, lost on the path, who are threatened by afflicting emotions, such as the henchmen of the Lord of Death, may they helplessly remember me and instantly find the supreme path. Becoming the inexhaustible wheel of ornamentation, which is body, speech, and mind of all victorious ones of the 3 times, may I completely dry out the ocean of samsara and establish all sentient beings in the unsurpassed supreme state. In all my lives, may I never be separated from the authentic Lama and enjoy the glories of the Dharma. By completely perfecting the qualities of bhumis and paths, may I swiftly attain the state of Vajradhara.
Chanjo senjo renpo che ma je ba na je jor che je ba nyam ba me ba yang ko ne gon de be wa jo.
May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
Thank you very much. You all have a wonderful Dharma practice time.